If you want to store objects, we must create array by using referenced data type. Here I have created array by using primitive type in multiple value. Okay. Next, if I want to store objects, I must create array by using class name. I want to store string objects, so I created a class called what? String. Now here IA, SA are what? Array variable, and flower bracket to flower bracket, flower bracket to flower bracket is what? Array object. So this is array object of int array type, array object of string array type. Very important memory diagram, please notice. Very, very important. Tell me now, if I create array by using primitive data types, observe online students, very important. All locations inside array are of what type? Int type. Inside array object, inside int array object, all locations are of what type? Int type. Then inside int variable, it is a primitive variable. It contains what? Value directly. Look at there. Inside location directly value stored 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now inside string array object, carefully observe. This is a one location, second location, third location. All these locations are a what type? String type. In a string type location, is HK directly stored, BK directly stored, PK directly stored? No. Why? Because they are the primitive values of objects. Objects. Objects cannot be stored directly. Object is a memory. It is a one memory. How can we store one memory in another memory? Not possible. So separate object is created and its reference is stored. Object is created outside and its reference is stored inside the location. Understand? Tell me now, if it is a array object, if array object is created by using reference type, totally how many objects created? Number one, array object. Number two, internal objects also created, and those object references are stored. This is a very, very important memory difference. Already I have uploaded this memory diagram. Please refer again. So if I create array by using primitive type, primitive array contains primitive locations, directly value will go and store. If you create array object by using class name, the locations are of referenced variables. A referenced variable cannot store the object or the data directly. It separate object is created, that object reference will go and store in the locations. Okay, this is the extra point you have to understand from this diagram. Remember, in the coming classes daily we are using. Then next point we have understood, when you are working with object, multiple times I want array for displaying portrait static nature code. To make the dynamic nature, I must write for loop. So how many loops are there? 3 loops are there. While, do while, for. So if you understand the syntax of the 3 loops, while condition, do while condition, for as a start condition, increment or decrement is there. That means if I want to work with a range, start from end, start from here, end here. If you want to work between the range, I must use what? For loop. Then how to use for loop? For int I equal to 0, start it, and then end is what? Length. First I have to verify is I reaching to length or not. If not reach, then execute. If reached, then terminate. How can we move the I value towards the length? For that I have to increase I++. Okay. Then next, how this for loop is executed, I have given flow of execution. Step number 1, int I equal to 0. Step number 1, I variable is created with 0. Then second condition, step number 2, checking the condition, I less than IA dot length. What is the I value? 0. IA dot length value 5. IA dot length value 5. 0 less than 5, true. Then third step, logic executed. SOPLN, fourth step, I of I value 0, 3 printed. Then loop iterated. Control is going, loop iterated. Step number 6, I++. First variable, second condition, third SOPLN. In SOPLN, fourth, I of 0, then 3. Loop iterated, I++. I value is what? 1. 1 less than or equals to 2. 1 less than or equals to 5. True. Then go inside. So the loop is executed for 5 times. 6th time I value is 5. 5 less than 5 false. Then going out. Okay, this is the for loop execution I have already shared. Extra I requested you to refer it. Then finally, there is another for loop is available from Java 5 version. A simplified for loop, it is called enhanced for loop. There are two ways we can write the for loop. For index you can write, or directly array also you can write. So it is little complex now at this stage. Let me hold it. In the next example, somewhere I will explain you. I don't want to go inside again, touch this top. Okay, with this, we completed array. Today, I want you to answer one important question. Array has a limitation. Actually, array has a 5 problems. How many problems array has? 5. But now I want to consider one problem. That one problem is array object is created with multiple locations. All locations are of what type? Given type byte. Then first location, second location, third location, 100 location. All these 100 locations are of what type? Byte. In the byte variable, can I store 5.0? No. Can I store true? No. That means what value allowed to store in the byte array? Either byte type value or it's a lesser type, not higher range. So from this point, what I can say, can array store multiple values of different type? No. What is the limitation of array? Array can store only multiple values of similar type, either same type of array or it's a lesser type. Different type if you try to store, compiler will throw error. But in my project, I must store multiple values of different type. As part of my object-oriented programming, I must store multiple values of different type. Sir, what is the requirement of storing multiple values of different type? Okay, consider me as an example. Am I part of Naresh IT business or not? Consider you as an example. Are you part of the Naresh IT business or not? Tell me now. If Naresh IT want to consider you as a student, they must take student number, student name, course, fee, your email ID, mobile number, address. How many values he has to take from you to you as a student? Multiple values. All these multiple values of should be stored individually or as a group. As a group. One student value sent, I have to group those values. Na? How are you? Active or not active? Very active. Attending class active or attending class, job over. Then sit silently, watch me here. These 2 hours I have to work. You also should work. And then open your mouth and reply. I want to store one student in Java, in a program, or in Naresh IT. You are one student and one application form is given. In that application form, all your details you entered. Then that application form collected all your values, individual as a separate value, as a group of one student. Group of values for one student. Second student means second application form. Third student means third application form. Fourth student means fourth application form. That means one student means group of values representing one student. No? All these values are of same type or different type? Same type. Student number intra. Student name course string. Fee double. Email long. Sorry, string. Mobile long. Address string. Then tell me, all these values store as a one group of same type or different type? Tell me, can array support storing multiple values of different type? No. Then tell me, I stopped here my code. My requirement is what? I want to store student details in the program as a group, as individual variables I can create. Open main method, inside main method you create int SNO equal to, string sname equal to, string course equal to, string email equal to, what you call long mobile number equal to, double fee equal to. I can create individual variables, but are they created as a one group with a single name or separate name? Separate name. Can I send all your values as a single group? No. But I want to represent all these 5 values as a one student means one group. Na? So tell me, if we want to create as a one group, I must require one concept. What is that concept? Array. Array supporting or not supporting? Not supporting. Then I must go for next concept. What is the next concept? Class. Samajh mein aaya? Repeat again. What is the problem of array? Array can store only multiple values of, array can store multiple values of same type or similar type only. Array cannot store different type of values as a one group. Then what is the solution to the array problem? I must choose what? Class. Understand? Which class? Again repeat. I want to store multiple values of different type. For that I must create a class. Okay. I must use class. Use class. Which class? String class. String class can store string. It will not store number. String can store one string. It cannot store multiple strings. String name, one string. String course, one string. String address, one string. String email, one string. How many strings are there totally? 4 strings. To store 4 strings, create string array. Mari 101 double. 101 fee email can store student number, fee, and then a mobile can store, cannot store. Cannot store. String class can store one string, but I want to store multiple values. What concept I have to use? To store multiple values of different type, I must use a class. Which class? String class, you told it is a wrong answer. Next class. What next? Huh? User defined class. What is the meaning of user defined class? You create your own. I want to store 101. I must use variable. Is there any predefined variable to store? No. You create. How? For creating variable, you must use data type int. Using the keyword int, create a variable, store value. That means language is providing what? Syntax. Follow the syntax and create. I want to store multiple values of same type as a one group. Which type? Int. Then create int array and then store. Create variable, store value. Create int array, store value. Similarly, create a class and store values in the class. Understand? So tell me now, interview ask a question. I want to store multiple values of different type. What should I do? Create by you use the class to store value. If you say it's a wrong answer. If you say use class to store value means wrong answer. Which class I use? Where is the class? My requirement of storing different type of values. Your requirement of storing different type of values. Same or different? Different. My own group of different values, your own group of different values are different. Then you create your own class, I'll create my own class. My height is different, your height is different. My cycle height is different, your cycle height is different. Then what happened? My shirt size is different, your shirt size is different. Then what happened? Different sizes, shirts are prepared. Similarly, as per your requirement, you create your class. As per my requirement, I'll create my class. So finally tell me, if you want to store multiple values of different type, just main method class creation sufficient or not sufficient? Not sufficient. You must create one extra class. Tell me, if I want to store one value, create a class with the main method, data type, variable name equal. I want to store multiple values of same type, create a class, main method, array object. Extra class not required. But now I want to store multiple values of different type as a group. First you must create one class representing these multiple values of different type. Then create main method class to use this class. Understand? Right. Let me show you that. Let me show you that. Today class is very, very, very difficult. Please try to focus and slowly try to understand answer. I will not go fast. Tell me, if you want to create a Java class, first I have to create Java file now. Java file. Tell me now. Do you know how to create a class? Yeah. Class following by class name. Which class? For example, mathematics. In mathematics, what yours are told? For example, consider. For example, class example. And tell me, What is the purpose of this class you created? For storing multiple values of different type. Ready? Now I am storing value, integer value 10. Okay. Double value 20.5. Character, single quote A. Boolean value, true. String value, my name Hari. Tell me, is it correct? Everyone answer. Is it correct? I want to store multiple values of different type. Then I created a class. Inside class, I created variables. I'm creating class name as what? Example.java. Is it compile or not compile? Not compile. Compiler asking come here and flag. Changes now. Illegal start of type, illegal start of type, illegal start of type. Class is meant for storing values or grouping variables. Grouping variables. Array is meant for storing values or grouping variables. Grouping variables, in that variable you have to store values. Array will create multiple variables of same type because you mentioned type, same type. But class is meant for storing multiple values of same type or different type? Different type. Then who should create those different type? You. You create variable of what type? Int I1 equal to. Next, create your own variable what type? Double T1 equal to. Create char C1 or CH equal to. Next, Boolean BO equal to. Next, string S1 equal. Understand? Previously, you created variables inside main method. If I create variables inside main method, those variables become what? Individual variables. I cannot make them as a group. I cannot pass all values at a time to a method with a single parameter name. If I create variables inside the class, I can create them as a one group of variables. Understand? It all these values are one group of values, one group with a single name. So tell me, is this syntax correct? Yes. Compile successfully. Samajh mein aaya? Now I want to read these variables and display those values. Tell me what are the steps? Step number 1. After creating array, read the values or not? Similarly, after creating class, I want read values. For that, I need a main method. I am creating main method. I am taking this class name as what? Test. Save. Now tell me. I have two Java files. Example.java. Number 2 what? Test.java. A class called what? Example. Java file name, class name is same. Inside test class, I want to access this example class variables. For accessing example class variables, like in the previous program, can I access the variable reading and displaying the value A? Can I directly write I1 like this? Say, come on, fast respond. Can I access I1 variable directly? Why? If I write I1 directly, okay? If I write I1 directly, give me 10 rupees. Give me 10 rupees. You don't have 10 rupees, sir. Then how much is there? Okay. Transfer online. Where? To my number. Anybody have 10 rupees? 10 rupees there? Give. Note cash only. Okay, give me 10 rupees. There? Okay, very good. When asked 10 rupees, what you did? What he did, okay, not you, okay? When I ask 10 rupees, what he did? He is searching for 10 rupees in Paknode pocket. Is he searching for 10 rupees in other person pocket or his own pocket? In his own pocket, not there. This student doesn't have 10 rupees in his pocket. Then saying 10 rupees not found. Then ask anybody. Then other student finding 10 rupees in his pocket. When you don't have 10 rupees in your pocket, are you checking in side person pocket? This is also concept. Okay, 10 rupees is a concept. The 10 rupees is nothing but what? I1. Now you are accessing 10 rupees where? In the main method. Then searching 10 rupees where? In his pocket main method. Available or not available? Not available. Then it is going to parent pocket now. When 10 rupees not there in your pocket, then calling father, 10 rupees please. Then JVM, compiler JVM going for I1 variable in test class. In the test class also not available. Either inside main method or in the test class, I1 variable not available. Then can compiler JVM walk into the example class? No, it cannot. When 10 rupees not there in your pocket, your father pocket, then telling money not found, money not found. So compiler will throw error. Is it clear? Cannot find symbol variable I1 in the class test. Means either in the main method or in the class test not available. Where is it available? Example class. Who know that point? Compiler or developer? Developer. Then as a developer, you must tell to compiler, compiler, this I1 variable is available in. In means what? Dot. I1 variable, read from the right side. I1 variable is available in class example. Sir, class example available in which Java file? Example.java file. Example.java file available in different folder or same folder of test.java? Same folder. Test.java, example.java, both are available in the same folder. You and me are available in the same folder. Can I access you directly? You and me are there in the same room, can I access you directly? Okay. Can you access me directly? Yes. Do we need any extra passport visa? Not required. Online students are not available in my classroom. They're available in another classroom, means in their house. Can I access them directly? No. I need passport. What? Online Zoom link, visa, what? Mic. Passport and mic, extra concepts required. That extra concepts, if this class is available in another folder, I have to do something called class path setting, import statements, lot of story in the packages chapter. I'll explain it. At this minute, you created both Java files in a single folder. Can I access one Java file class in another Java file class by the class name? Yes. When I write example.java, compiler software searching for a Java file with the name example. Available or not? Yes. Then going inside the Java file with the name class example. Available or not? Yes. Repeat again. When we access one class in another class, first compiler searching for class Java file with the name class example available, and then going inside Java file searching for the class example available. Then inside that class you are asking to access me which variable? I1. Below I1 variable is available or not? Yes. Finally I1 variable found. Try to understand what I am saying. Very, very important. I want to ask a question to you. First, what I did, from outside I have to come into your class, example, then search for a student, example.I1, student found. Now I am asking question to the student answer, not answer, depending on his knowledge. Depending on his knowledge. Tell me, I ask a question, definitely he will give answer? No. Why? If he is daily studying, then he can give answers. If he just attending the class, can he give answer? No. That means that student may have knowledge, may not have knowledge. Okay? Same point observe. Physically available. Student physically available. But answer guarantee or no guarantee? No guarantee. Similarly, try to observe. When we access a variable of a class, physically that variable is available. Can compiler access this variable value? No. Tell me now. If you want to access the value 10, first of all, I1 variable should have just a creation statement of memory also. Na? Memory should be there. Just by creating variable, memory not available in the class. Then, can you read I1 variable value 10? No. That means there is a body. Can you go and talk to that body? No. First, that body should have a life, na? That is a dead body. Can you go and sit next to say, hello, hello, what are you doing? Okay, na? Then people feel you are a pitchy. Okay, people feel you have a mad. So dead body you cannot talk. Currently, I1 has a life or no life? No life. I1 is not having life. So I1 doesn't have life. So you cannot read value. Observe. If you try to read this I1 value compile, compiler will throw error. Dekho, read that error. Read error louder. Non-static variable I1. Oh, I1 is a non-static variable. Acha, in Java also we have veg or non-veg. Tell me, I1 is a veg or non-veg? Non-veg. Tell me, non-veg, can you directly eat? Oh, no, what do you have to do first? Cook. Tell me, veg can you eat directly? Yes, sir. No need to cook. Okay, raw vegetables, raw fruits also you can eat. But non-veg you cannot directly eat. Extra some work you have to do. Listen, try to understand. When you create a variable inside a class, it doesn't have memory directly because you create that variable as what? Static or non-static? Non-static. If you create a variable as a non-static, it doesn't have memory directly. If you want to access variable, it should have memory. How can you provide memory? By declaring that variable as what? Static. By using the keyword static, I can provide memory to the variable. After declaring variable as a static, abhi dekho, any compile time error, no compile time error, no compile time error. It has memory now. Can I read the value? Yes. So finally tell me, just by creating variable, does it have memory? No. You have to provide memory explicitly by declaring it as static. Sir, yesterday inside main method, I just created variable. That time I didn't use static. Na. There are two places we can create variable. Inside method, inside the class. If you create variable inside the class, it doesn't have memory directly. You must explicitly work to provide memory either by declaring it as what? Static. Okay, tell me now, I wanted to read second value. Carefully observe. I want to read second value D1. Everyone tell me, compile or not compile? Not compile. Why? D1 variable not available or doesn't have memory. Then what is the compile time error? Non-static variable D1 cannot be referenced from static context. Compiler throwing error. Non-static variable D1. Then what is the solution? Come on. Declare it as static. Now compiler, yes. Executed, yes. Output coming, yes. Now tell me. If you declare I1 as a static, D1 as a static, CH as a static, BY as a static, S1 as a static, all five variables are having memory as a group, individual. As a group, individual. As a individual, not as a group. If it is a group, why are you using static multiple times? Are you catching my point? All five variables are provided individual memory. I1 memory I1, D1 memory D1. There is no link from I1 to D1. When there is no link from I1 to D1, can I say it is as a group? No. All these variables are provided with a single name? No. Can I pass all these variables with a single parameter? No. Then what is the solution? When your requirement is just providing memory, use static. No, I want to provide memory to all variables available in the class as a one group. Then don't use static keyword. In the main method, you must use one special keyword called what? New. Samajh mein aaya? How many ways we can provide memory to the variables available in the class? Two ways. By using static. Number two, by using new. Where I must use static? In the class, in the declaration of the variable creation statement. Number two, where I should use the new keyword? Not in the variable declaration. I must use in the main method. Wherever you want to access these variables, there I must use the new keyword. Understand? Up to now, understand? I repeat again. How many ways we can provide memory to the variables created in the class? two ways. Number one, by using static keyword. Number two, by using new keyword. If I use static keyword, each variable will be provided with a separate memory, individual memory, not as a group. If you want to provide as a group, you must use a new keyword. Where I should use static? Static keyword I must use in the variable creation statement. New keyword must use wherever you wanted to access. I want to access the class example variables in the class test. So I am writing new here. Understand? Up to now, okay na? Tell me, is this line compile or not compile? Can we, is this class compile or not compile? Not compile. Why? Common sense. Think in real life. When I write new, by using new, what compiler understand? You are saying compiler, no. Compiler looking at you and smiling. Even you ra, what do you want? What should I create newly? Whose memory I should create newly? Compiler, create a new memory. New means what? New memory. Which class? After new keyword, I should use the class name. If I compile, compiler throwing error. Identifier missing. Identifier means what? Name of the class. Identifier missing, what should I do? After this, I must write class name. If I write just a new example, compiler throw error because the full syntax is what? Round bracket I must write. Round bracket semicolon. Abhi dekho, is it compiled or not? Yes. Tell me, new keyword will go to example.java, example class, and then provide memory to one variable, provide memory to all variables. Provide memory to all variables. Provide memory to all variables. Provide memory to all variables in a continuation location. Provide memory to all variables in the continuation location. Everybody understand? So tell me, what is the difference between static keyword, new keyword? Static keyword provide memory, each variable separately. As many variables are there, those many times you must use static keyword separately. New keyword will provide memory to all variables at a time as a one group. Then per class, I must use new keyword only one time. There is a problem. Tell me now. There is a problem. Tell me now. In last class, I told you, tell me, object is nothing but what? Bag. So tell me, you have manufactured the bag. Inside bag, you have the books. You're online student. This is a bag. Bag contain what? Books. How can I carry this bag? I want to take this bag from here to there to here. How? For that, I need what? Handle. इसको handle नहीं है. Handleless bag manufacture किया. Useless bag. So that, what is the meaning of it? I'm saying, after memory created, in the next line, I wanted to read I1 value, D1 value, CH value, BO value, S1 value. How? Yala. How can I reach this object? If you want to reach that object, I should have a name. Na? Does that object has name or no name? No name. Clear? If you don't know my name, if you don't know my number after class completed, can you reach me? No. So same way, just creating object. This is called object. Multiple variables memory is called what? Object. Array object or class object? Class object. Which class? Class example object. Just by creating object, you cannot access that object in the next line. For that, I have to provide name to it. Name is nothing but variable. This object is which type of object? Example type. Example E1 equal. Now, so tell me now, here example E1 is an object or variable? Faster. New example, object. Okay, variable and object. Object means what? All non-static variables memory. Now the program compiled successfully? Yes. Executed successfully? Yes. Read values and print. Very, very important. Yesterday question I am asking. Can I print E1 directly? Yes. If I print E1, are all variables, 5 variable values printed, only reference printed? Are come on, Ra, given two options, choose one option, Ra. When I write SOPL and E1, then in this object available, all 5 variable values printed, only E1 variable internal reference is printed. That's why if you don't practice yesterday class, today class will be difficult. Yesterday class, 10 points I explained. Today I'm explaining 1 point only extra. But all 10 points I will ask questions revise. I don't teach today class as today class. I will connect to yesterday class. Yesterday class, if you don't study, next class will be more difficult. Yesterday I explained, when you print array object referenced variable IA, are all values of array printed, reference of the IA1 printed. Today also same. Yesterday array object, today is what? Class object. What you are printing? E1. E1 means you reach to only up to here. If you want to read I1, I should go into that object. Na? Go into. Into means what? Dot. Where you have written dot? No. What is printed now? Class name. Object class name. Object is of which type? Example. Example at the rate 1010 is printed. This 1010 is our number and this is JVM number. Okay, now tell me again. When you print class object, what is printed? Data of the object or reference of the object or reference of the object printed. Okay, then moving on. I want to print data of the object. What do you write? System dot out dot println of println of. What do you write? E1 dot I1. I should go into E1 pointing object. If you want to go into, what I should write? Dot dot access I1 from E1 pointing object. From E1 pointing object. What is the value available in E1 pointing object? 10. 10 is printed. Okay. Then next. Like this, how many variables? E1 dot D1, E1 dot CH, E1 dot BO, and last E1 dot S. Control 1, all 5 values are print. Control 1, control. Look at that. Okay, tell me finally, how can we store multiple values of different type? By using a class object. First step, I must create that class with all required number of variables based on the type of the values you want to store. Then in main method class, create object of the class by using new keyword and access the variables of the class by using that object name. Okay, na? Tell me now. Wherever I am taking E1, only E1 coming up, this entire object coming up. Object is coming up, values of the object also coming up. Values of the object also coming. Look at here. I am writing yesterday method I am writing. I am writing static. Void M1 of which object you want to take? Example class object I want to take. Tell me, inside this example class object, I am printing same messages. Tell me, when you pass object as an argument, what is passed? Object passed, object reference passed, object reference passed. Then the original variable E1, parameter E, both are pointing to same object. Then I'm calling M1 by passing E1. Then E1 variable pointing to this object, parameter E also pointing to the same object. In both main method and in M1 method, we got what? Same values. Control 1, compile. Control 2, look at that. Same object na, 251, 251. Same values are print. So tell me, how can I pass multiple values as an argument to a method with a single parameter? If you want to pass multiple values of same type, use array object. If you want to pass multiple values of different type, use what? Class object. So array object is inbuilt, but class object is not inbuilt. First you have to create a separate class and then create object, read values, pass object, read values. Simple. Understood? Right. If you try 2 to 3 examples and revise, easy. It is easy. Write a notes continuation to yesterday. Yesterday you written array program, right? Passing 4 steps and everything, right? Write down. Limitation of array object. Heading, limitation of array object. limitation of array object. Heading limitation of array object. Continuation to last class, new topic, limitation of array object. In an array object, we cannot store different type of values. We cannot store different type of values. For example, in int array object, inter and ARR by writing a square bracket. After int square bracket must write. In an int square bracket array object, we cannot store double or boolean or string. We cannot store double or boolean or string, comma. It leads to compile time error. Can you write program to tell int square bracket IA equal to flower bracket 5 allowed? Single quote allowed? Not allowed? Allowed. 6L allowed? 6L is long can store in int? No. 5.7 allowed? True allowed? Double quotes A allowed? Not allowed. Write down this array and give tick mark here, cross mark. Completed? Next point. For storing multiple values of different type, we must use class object. For storing multiple values of different type, we must use class object. Take heading, working with class. Working with class. Point number 1. Create a user-defined class. Step number 1. Create a user-defined class. With your own name. Create a user-defined class. User-defined class and a new class. With your own name. Second step. Inside this class, create number of variables of different type. Okay, wait. Number of variables of same or different type. Number of and multiple variables. Okay, create multiple variables of same or different type based on number of values and type of values, you wanted to store, you wanted to store, you want to store. Third step, save this class, save this class with the class name dot java file. Save this class with the name class name dot java. Save this class with class name dot java. And tell me, by completing these three steps, what is ready? A user defined class is ready with a different type of values to store. That means one a data type ready na? Int is a data type for storing one int value. Double is a data type for storing one double value. Char is a data type for storing one char value. All these 8 data types are user defined or predefined. Hey, byte, short, int, long, float, double, char, boolean, 8 data types are predefined by default available in the language. Now, this data type example, this new class example is what class now? Data type class. It is meant for storing one value or multiple values? Multiple values. Of what and what type? Int, double, char, boolean, string. Whenever you want to store int, boolean, char, int, double, char, boolean, string, then use the data type called what? Example. So repeat again. Create a class. Inside class, create multiple variables of different type based on number of values and type of values you want to store, and save this class in a Java file with the name class name.java. By completing the above 3 steps, what is ready? A data type ready. What is the name of the data type? Class name example. Here class name become what? Data type. That's why observe here, you created a variable E1 with what name? Class name. Tell me, before E1 the place is what? Data type name na? So data type variable name, example variable name. Now example is now acting as what? A data type for creating variable and object. Okay. So finally tell me, a class name is used for 2 purposes: for creating variable and for creating object. Object for storing multiple values, variable for holding this object. So tell me, if interviewer ask a question, do you know how to create a user defined data type? Can you say now? How many steps are there? 3 steps. Step 1, create a class. Step 2, declare number of variables. Step 3, save this class with the name class name.java. User defined data type is ready. Now, your data type, can I use in my program to store my values? Yes. What I have to do? In the main method class, I must create object of this class by using new key. Values of the variables available in the class by using the object name. Okay, right. Place first 3 points in one box. Place all the 3 points in one box. Down you write, by developing above 3 steps, by developing about 3 steps, we have created a new data type, in bracket, user defined data type, in bracket, user defined data type, new data type, in bracket, user defined data type, close bracket, for storing multiple values of different type, for storing multiple values of different type. Next point, this new data type name is, this new data type name is, Bolo, what? Class name. This new data type name is class name. Place these 2 points in one box. Place these 2 points in one box. Shall we have class tomorrow? Tomorrow Sunday. I want to take 2 hours class. 11 to 1. Tomorrow we have a class 11 to 1. The class is only online, no offline. You got to attend the class from your home, from your hostel room. Sir, in my hostel room, there is a lot of disturbance is there. Don't listen to the disturbance. When lot of disturbance is there, you are watching songs, movie, na? Bolo ra, bolo. In your room, the disturbance is, the sounds are always will be there. But when you want to watch cricket match, IPL match, are you giving the focus to importance to that sounds? No, only focused on match. Okay, the commentary, everything focused you listen, right? I know. Tomorrow we have class 11 to 1, 2 hours, continuation to today class. Understand? Tomorrow we are developing projects. Of course, today if time permits, I will develop one project. Continuation to tomorrow we are developing 2 more projects. Monday, I wanted to launch object-oriented programming officially. That is what my target. Understood? So already object-oriented programming launched, but you don't know that I have created object-oriented program. Class is object-oriented program. Na? Class object is a object-oriented program. But I want to create with real-time examples. So tomorrow we have class at 11 to 1, 2 hours online. Link I will share. Tomorrow class joining link I will share in Google Classroom. All people are in Google Classroom. Na? I will share, use that link, join by using online students. You can join directly with your app. Directly, regularly. However you are joining, like that you can join. I am not asking can you join or not, can you attend or not. I am saying tomorrow class is there. Generally, I don't take your opinion. Why? Because every student having their own works now. Okay, every Sunday one student or other student has a problem. So majority will be considered on Sunday. So you join the course for giving first importance or first priority to Java. If no Java, other things should come into the life. Okay, Babu. Hello. Tomorrow 11 to 1 class is there. 6 p.m. batch. Schedule it. 11 or 10:30? 11 or? Okay, na 11? 11 to 1. Okay, 11 to 1 is fixed. Okay, next. What did it do? Place the 2 boxes completed. What is ready? Data type is ready. Now we need to use this data type. Okay, next point. Now, in a main method, we can use this data type. Now we can use this data type in bracket, class name. Close bracket. For creating variables, and for creating variable, not variables, for creating variable and object, for providing memory, to the all variables to the all variables available in the class, to the all variables available in this class, to all variables available in this data type class, to all the variables available in this data type class as one group, as one group. Next up, by using variable name in bracket object name, by using variable name in bracket object name close bracket, we can access each variable available in this data type class. We can access each variable available in the data type class. Okay, now next week or maybe next week, I may take 1 or 2 days leave. That's why I'm taking class this Sunday, compensation class. Why, sir? Sunday class in demo you said 5 days, 6 days per week, but today are making 7 days. Okay, that's why I'm saying reason. Next week or that next week, I may take 1 or 2 days, maybe 3 days also. Okay, na? So because I am taking leave, I am taking extra class. Okay, na? The compensation class. Before taking leave, I will take class compensation. Not after taking leave. Before only I will manage. Okay, na? This is what my habit. Holiday coming, if I know, then I will take class before that, so that I can compensate the classes regularly. Sunday is a buffer day, not a holiday. Okay, now if 6 classes happen, Sunday holiday. If any 1 or 2 days holidays coming, Sundays we have to compensate. So for that you should be ready. Okay, right. Develop a project. Tell me, what is a program? What is a project? Single class is a program. Multiple classes combination together is what? Project. And now tell me, we are creating 2 classes. Then what is it? Project. Right down. Develop a project. Here onwards, my terminology will be project. Develop a project for storing multiple values of different type, multiple values of different type, comma, read and print them on console. Read and print them on console. Please stop. Also pass all values as one group, also pass all values as one group with a single parameter name, with a single parameter name, with a single parameter name. With a single parameter name. Create this class. What is the number of test class number? Continuation. Test 06, array program 05, 6 underscore class dot java. Please don't create example in one page, test class in another page. Example down, test completely in one page, because you have to draw memory diagram and arrow marks. Right up. Example class down, test class you have to write. Don't write in 2 separate pages. Hey, tomorrow classroom is open here. You wish to come to the classroom or online? Your wish. After I come, if you don't come, madre. Understand? Tomorrow class, want only online? You want come to offline? Online? How many people offline? Sorry, only online. For 4 people, how can I come? Okay. If all people are ready to come, I'll also come. What? Online. 11 to 1. Completed? Continuation to test class. Sorry, continuation to test class M1 method. Here write comment, main close. Completed? Ah. Tell me how many Java files you have? 2 Java files. Write them down. Save above 2 Java files in a single folder. Your save just me is daily where you are trying your programs, same folder you save. Save about 2 Java files in a single folder. Completed a program? Second step. Tell me, should I compile both Java files or one class sufficient? If I compile test.java file, is example.java file automatically compiled? Think, socho. If I compile test.java file, is example class.java file automatically compiled? Why? We accessed example class from test class. We linked example class to test class. You are linked to me. When I take one decision, the decision automatically applied to you also, na? Tomorrow class is there. I took decision. So apply to you also. You have to attend the class. Same story here. Okay? Compile and execute. Only test class. Automatically. I mean, quite powerful word. Any statement you don't understand, say what? Automatically. Automatically, example.java file is also compiled. What do you do now? Java C test.java. This Angular bracket meaning is what? Command prompt, your folder. Here 2 dot class files are generated. Test.class, example.class. Then execute Java test. What output will come? That output all values will be print. Completed? Online students completed? Now, observe now the flow of execution important. This is the project. Everyone look at here. We have example.java. Oi. We have test class. Inside test class, we have two methods. Inside test class, we have two methods. You run Java test. When I run Java test, JVM first going into answer along with me. JVM first will go into test class. Starts its execution with main method. Then inside main method, what is the first statement? What is example E1? Object or variable? Variable. E1 variable memory created. Next, new example. What is the new example? Object. Object means box or circular? Circle. With a reference. What? 1010. With a reference 1010. New keyword will go to example class. We'll go to example class and we'll find top to bottom available variables. Top to bottom available variables. What are the variables available? I1, D1, CH, VO, S1. And provide memory to those variables in this object. I1. I1, D1, CH, VO, S1. All variables memory created, continuation memory like this. Very, very important topic, expecting everyone to respond. Tell me, after variables memory created here, JVM stores the given values of the variable in their memory. I1 is a primitive variable or reference variable? I1 is a primitive variable or reference variable? Primitive variable. Directly the value stored here. Primitive variable directly contain value. Next, D1 is a primitive variable or reference variable? Then directly value 20.5 is stored here. CH is a primitive variable or reference variable? Primitive variable. Directly value stored here. Next, BO is a primitive variable. Directly true is stored here. Okay, now tell me, S1 is a primitive or reference? Reference means, can Hari store directly here? No, wrong answer. String is a reference, means object. Object means a separate memory created with reference what? 2020. And here what is stored? Hari. ये कौन है? String class object. String class object. Reference 2020 stored in S1. Now it is pointed. Understand? Tell me. A object can contain another object? Yes. A class object can contain class object or array object. Array object contain what? Class object. One object can contain another object. And then after that, new keyword, return the reference and stored in E1. 1010 is stored here pointing. So tell me, what is the class object memory structure? Class object contain all given variables memory top to bottom in the continuation memory location. Step number 2, after storing values, while storing values, if the variable is a primitive variable, directly value stored. If the variable is referenced variable, separate object is created, object reference is stored, and total object reference is stored in our local variable. So this is the memory diagram. And tell me now, next. Now it is reading values. In all these statements, values are reading from where? E1 dot. Reading values from here. Reading values from here and display on the console. Okay, now next. What is the meaning of M1 of E1? Yesterday notes you have written. Tell me. What is the meaning of M1 of E1? Calling M1 method by passing E1 reference, what? 1010. By passing E1 reference 1010. Then the reference 1010 is passed as an argument to M1 method stored in the parameter E. What is the value stored? 1010. Tell me now. Now the reference 1010, this parameter with the reference 1010, it is pointing to the same object that is pointing by E1 variable from the main method. Tell me, when we pass object as an argument, object memory passed, object reference is passed, then the original variable E1 and temporary variable parameter E both are pointing to same object. Tell me now, when you write SOPL inside M1 method, when I write SOPL and all these statements, values are reading from which object? Same object. Values are reading from same object and printed. So main method E1 dot M1 method E dot place is what? Same place it is going. Understand? Tell me, people who practiced yesterday, yesterday program, both are same. Only difference is what? Yesterday, horizontal memory diagram. Today, vertical memory diagram. That is only the difference. Remaining all points are same. Okay, na? Write down memory diagram, flow of execution. Hey, don't write program again, Ray. Already I asked you to write this program in one page, na? Right? Right side of your test class, you have space, no? Right on there. Test.java side top somewhere you write Java tester, JVM coming to the test class, main method, inside main method, example E1 variable. New example, new keyword will go to example class, top to bottom variables collected, create the object. Just draw memory, don't write program again. Write boxes as it is, how I have written. Test class in one box, example class in one box, inside test class, main method, M1 method in one box. Inside class, primitive variables, inside class object, primitive variables, values are primitive variables, values are directly stored. inside object in primitive variables, values are directly stored. Again, repeating my statement, inside class primitive inside object or inside class object, inside primitive variables, values are directly stored. Next point. Inside referenced variable, inside referenced variable, data is not stored directly. Data is not stored directly. Separate object is created. Separate object is created. Object reference is stored. Separate object is created and object reference is stored. Look at here. In this same folder, 10th folder, I already uploaded variable. It's problem array I have uploaded. Now today I'm uploading class object material. Whatever you have written notes, same points I'm uploading. Please everyone focus. Quickly I want revise all points you have discussed. Variable related points. What is a variable? Why variable? How can I create variable? Basic syntax to create variable. A variable is a named memory location. It is used for storing a value or object reference temporarily during program execution. Look at there, a variable is a named memory location. It is used for storing a value or object reference. How can I create variable? Variable is created by using data type, either primitive data type or reference data type. What is the basic syntax to create variable? Data type, variable name equal to value. The data type can be primitive data type or can be reference data type. If you take primitive data type, you are allowed to assign what? Single mathematical value. If it is a reference data type, you are allowed to assign to object reference. How can I create object? Primitive value means mathematical value I can type directly. Then how can we assign a reference object? We should generate the reference by using new keyword. Okay, for example, int a equal to 5. Data type, variable name, literal or value. Then what compiler and JVM will do when they come across variable creation statement? In the program, if I write int a equal to 10, compiler verifies syntax by checking data type exists or not, variable name correct as per the identifier rules or not, literal is compatible and lesser range or not, it will check. After all rules are satisfied, after syntax checking is completed, compile successfully. Then JVM provide memory, allocate memory number of bytes based on the data type, name this memory with the given name, store the given value in this memory. For example, int x equal to 5, x variable memory created with 4 bytes, value 5 is stored inside. Okay, then what is the limitation of a variable? A variable can contain only one value at a time. If you try to assign new value, old value is replaced with new value. Then how can we store multiple values in the program? By using what do you call a reference, by using multiple variables creation. So primitive data type variable creation problem. If I create one variable, it can store only one value. Then how can we store multiple values? By creating multiple variables. If I create multiple variables, what is the problem? Takes more time to read and program becomes static nature. How did it become takes more time? In the RAM, values are stored at different location. Finding them, reading takes more time. Program becomes static nature because class B contain a method with a parameter. 2 parameters all values at a time with a single parameter name. Solution is what? Solution is what? Array. What is an array? Array is also a same syntax. After the data type, I must write square bracket. All values I must group by using floor bracket. Values are separated by using comma separator. Then what is the memory diagram? Inside, all the 100 variables are created under one group. with the name called what? B1. Then now, can I pass B1 as an argument to a method? Yes. In that B1, I can write 0 to n number of values, single parameter receiving 0 to n number of values. Then what is the problem of array? Array can store only same type of values. If I try to store different type of values, compiler will throw error. Solution, I must use class. Tell me, which class I have to use? No predefined class. I must create my own class, user defined class. Now what is the syntax for creating class? Class name. What is the name? Your wish. Then this class example is called what? Data type. Inside this class, can I store values directly? No. I must create variables based on the type of values to store. Look at that. A new point is there. Observe. In this class, I have one new point. What is that? Long array na. Don't worry about type. Worry about object concept. This class contains what? One array object. Tell me, first variable primitive, second variable primitive, third variable primitive, fourth and fifth variables are what? Reference variable. Tell me, a class can contain array object also? Yeah. If you want to store array object, that variable you have to create. I want to store two values, 8 and 9 as a long type of values. Then I have written what? Long array. Achha, I forgot to write L. Compile or not compile? Long array contains what? Long type variable. In a long type variable, int value I can store or not? And that int value in the range of int or not? So L is not required. And tell me, are these 5 variables have the memory by default in the class? No. I must provide memory. How many ways we can provide memory? 2 ways. By using static and new. You want to provide individual memory or group memory? Group memory. Then take main method class. Inside main method, create object new example. If I write new example, object created, memory created, but we cannot access in the next line. For accessing, I must provide name to that object, nothing but variable name. Data type, variable name equal to object. Then down, given variable memory created, new example, object is created. Then new keyword will go to example class. Top to bottom, all variables are collected, provided memory here. I1, D1, CH, LA, S1. Abhi bolo. Then after that, what JVM will do? JVM will store values I1, D1, CH, LA, S1 in this object. I1, primitive variable, 5 directly stored. D1, primitive variable, 6.7 directly stored. CH, primitive variable, single quote directly stored. LA, flower bracket, is it primitive value object? Object. Then can it store like flower bracket 8 comma 9 here? No. A separate object is created with reference what? 2020 with the 2 locations 0, 1. It is what? Long array object, and here 8, 9 stored and 2020 stored here point. Okay now? Next. Now S1 string object is created with reference what? 30. Hari is stored here and 30 is stored point. Okay now? Then finally 10 stored in E1 point. You teach me how to read values from that class from this object here. System.out.println E1.I1. Okay. Next. System.out.println E1.D1. Okay. Next. System.out.println E1.ch. Okay. Any confusion? Tell me. I want read array object. What you write? System.out.println E1.LA. Are Buja? If I write E1.LA, I can come up to LA na? If I write just to access LA, automatically 8 to 9 will come or will not come? Will not come. I must read 8, I must read 9 separately. Tell me what is the syntax? E1, this arrow mark is represented. Variable to class object arrow mark is represented by dot. How can I come into class object? Dot. E1 dot, which variable? LA. Now with the LA, I want to go into array object. To go into array object, I should use data square bracket. Square bracket. Tell me, E1 dot LA. Data of pronunciation of square bracket is what? Off. Come again. E1 dot LA of 0. Then value 8 will come. Again, E1 dot LA of 1. Understand? Now tell me, what right? E1 dot LA of 0. Next, system dot out at println E1 dot LA of 1. How to read string object? E1 dot S1. Should write any square bracket to data? No, it is not array object. It is what? Class object. So directly you write E1 dot S1 sufficient. All characters available in the object will read and display. So finally, now all these values are coming and storing here with a separate object. And how to read? Like this. E1 dot I1, E1 dot E1, E1 dot CH, E1 dot LA, E1 dot LA of 0, LA of 1. If I write LA, reference is displayed. E1 dot S1 when I write, there is a speciality. S1, separate reference will not be printed. Directly data will be printed. So this string object internals, I will explain in the coming classes. Okay, don't worry about internals of string class. So what is the advantage of class? A class is used for storing multiple values of same type or different type as one group with a single name. Also, we can pass all these values from one class method to another class method with a single parameter. Understand? So, all the people understand how to work with a single value, multiple value? Right. Final conclusion, tell me. Yeah, what is the limitation of class? Class can store only 5 values. How many variables you declare? Only those many values you can store. It's okay, not a problem. Tell me, finally, what is the conclusion of this chapter? Variable, array object, class object. Inside a program, I want to read value from the end user and store. For that, I should allocate memory. That memory can be a variable memory or object memory. I want to store single value or single object. Want to store single value or a single object. Create a variable. Which type of variable? For storing single value, primitive variable. For storing single object, referenced variable, class name. Next, I want to store multiple values or multiple objects of same type. Want to store same type, multiple values or multiple objects. Then create what? Array object. For storing multiple values, create array with a primitive type. For storing multiple objects, create array by using class name. Next, want to store different type of multiple values or multiple objects. Only solution, create one class with a different type of variables and create class object. Okay, clear my point, right? So this is the conclusion of this entire chapter. Okay, right up, conclusion. Conclusion, in storing single value, multiple values. Conclusion for storing or summary for storing single value and multiple values as a group. will you work out? Assignment program. You have to create main method, read value, print value. I will only give you the class. I will only give you class. You have to write main method class, create object, read available values, print. Today night you try that. Okay? Write down assignment question. Completed? Write it. Right. Write down. Assignment. Develop a class with the name sample. Class నేనే చెప్తున్నా. Develop a class with the name sample. Sample. Develop a class with the name sample. Example sample amma. Okay. Sample. Full stop. Inside this class, store. Inside this class, store. One long value, float value, long value, float value, Boolean array, Boolean array, Boolean square bracket, Boolean array, string class object or string object simply, string object, and example class object, and example class object. Where is example class? Already there now. Example class object. Down. Create main method class. Create main method class. Create main method class. Test. Test. Comma. Create sample class object. Create sample class object. Read and display. Read and display all values available in the sample object. Read and display all values available in sample object. Tell me, sample object means only sample object, or it's internal array class objects also now? Internal array and class object, everything. Understood? Will you work out? Note. Refer. Example class. Refer or use. Okay, use example class given in Google Classroom. Use example class given in Google Classroom, not your notes example class. Your notes example class is simple, but my Google Classroom example class is little difficult. Okay, na? Everyone will work. I'll upload material. So go through the material, develop this code, complete executable code I want to see in your memory. Down, third point. Draw memory of sample class object. Draw memory of sample class object. With this, you'll become a perfectionist in object-oriented program. Next week onwards, Jujube, Java is Jujube. People who work on this example, next class, tomorrow onwards, everything will be simple and easy. Okay, will all work out? So tomorrow class timing, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. We are developing 3 projects. Okay, I'll show you that so that tomorrow you will have interest to attend the class. This is the project. Project on variable array class object. This summary completed. This is a continuation. Real-time examples on data types and project development by using data types. This is the project we are developing tomorrow. Naresh IT website we are developing in tomorrow class. Okay, 3 programs we are developing so that we'll get full clarity of today class, usage in the projects development. You want to become student or project developer? Tomorrow class important. I want just a student and don't attend tomorrow class. No, I should work in company. I want to become project developer. Join tomorrow class compulsory. Please set alarm in your mobile. Otherwise, you will forget and busy with your work. I will also create alarm in my mobile. Otherwise, I will also forget. If I forgot to join, please call me. Understand? Because Sunday, other appointments will be there. So if I forgot to join,